Hi, Bill. I'm going to send you your site. I've actually completed the content transfer. And what I ended up doing, I downloaded a copy of your site, had a look at your pages and code, and any of the pages that had tables in them, I ran it through a processor called a div to table converter. What it does, it takes HTML tables, which are not mobile friendly, converts them into a more mobile friendly div container. I kind of wanted to show you what that looks like using your team page here, right? This used to be a table with an image on the right. I've converted it over to mobile friendly divs. So when we go to a mobile view, what will happen is you see how the picture now lines underneath the content here, right? And then as we get even narrower, you see how everything just, you know, changes to the size of the viewport. So this is probably right here about an iPhone 6 width. So now everything will scale nicely as we expect and want it to on an iPhone, including the information in the footer and the information in the header up at the top of the page here. With that, I popped your logo in there. I didn't use your actual graphic logo because it didn't quite fit the new one, but we could put a graphic logo in there for you, a piece of cake. All your menus have been updated, linking to the correct pages in the site. If you had a H1 title down on the page, I moved it up to the top of the page like so, where it's a little bit more prominent. I've also changed your booking button here so that the black is now transparent on the background. Updated your footer and copyright. So pretty much everything. This is basically a content transfer, taking the content from your existing pages, cleaning up anything that's not mobile, and putting it into the new template, updating the menus and any of the library elements, phone number. I haven't updated your social buttons because you have them down at the bottom here as well. But tell you what, I will see what we have here. I'll put a Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn there, and I'll get rid of the rest of the ones up here, okay? So I'll put Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn and get rid of the ones you don't have. That'll save you a little bit of time and effort. Okay, so this is now you can actually go, this is where you can continue working on the site, obviously. And what I did is you have an FAQs page right here. I've left in the original, but what I did is I modified it for you. So now we have the accordion panel in here, okay? And I have put into the components folder, we have the FAQs, and I've actually updated the FAQs LBI. It's exactly the same as the accordion. I've just given it its own name. It was already one there, but it was just blank. So I've now populated it with the right code so that if you want to use that, you can go ahead. But you already had sort of an FAQs, and I had a feeling it was this this information you probably wanted to put in there, but I wasn't sure. So you already had an FAQs page, so I left it the way it was, but I added another one right here, okay, with the content. Now your index page, the index page in the template had some different sections. I wasn't sure how you wanted to arrange the content, if you wanted it to be arranged slightly differently. So what I did is I just formatted it to work with the template in a single section for now. It can easily be put into individual sections. Wasn't sure how you maybe wanted to break that up or just leave it as it is, but it's actually done. So worst come to worst, it's already done. And the images in the template page, watch this image here. You don't have to go ahead and fiddle around with any of the pics because I've included a mobile-friendly script that automatically, not a script, but a class that resizes your images for mobile devices, so you don't have to go ahead and do that. Now your home page, it does have the I'll have to put the slider in there for you. I wasn't sure what slider you wanted. It comes with a tilt slider, but you were asking about the full screen slider and the different ones. So for now, I've left it blank. That's what I did. I just used a regular page for your index page without a slider. Easy enough for me to help you get that slider in there. No extra charge for that or anything. Just I wasn't sure, so I didn't want to go and stick something in there and go, oh no, that's not what you want to use. We'll use something else. Like I said, at least this gets you up and off the ground, and there's still going to be tweaks and whatnot. Everybody wants to tweak it once the content's done, but as far as your pages go, the headachy parts, your pages here, if we look in the code view, what I've been able to do is I've actually taken your Site Sculptor template DWT, and I've actually updated that with the DWT that we use in the template. So I was able to preserve, for example, all your titles. Anything that was within the doc title, all preserved, so that information didn't get lost or anything like that. And then everything else has been done. So I'll fire this over to you. I can't think if I had any other questions other than, nope, I think all the bits and pieces are crossed off. Oh yeah, that was what I wanted to say. In your pages folder, okay, so this is your existing website, and what I did is I took the new template and I added it to your existing website, and then I modified your DWT pages. Basically, I modified your Site Sculptor template page using our template from the Geneva template. That's a lot of templates in that one sentence, and updated. But in the pages folder, I've still left all the original pages. That basically anything that wasn't in your original site, I've moved it up in here. And what I'll do is I'll actually move the contact page up there because I didn't use that. I went with your original contact page. And contact confirm, we can move up. Yeah, so I'll just update the social networking buttons to Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn at the top. Get rid of the excess ones. I'll zip this up. I'll send you a link to download it. And yeah, I mean, there's still going to be a few tweaks, obviously, from there. But you know, let me know which slider you want to do for the homepage, because now I can actually, now that I have a copy of your site, I can even just on Monday, you let me know what slider. I'll put the slider in there and just send you an updated index page, and you can just drag and drop it right in your site, and then it'll be done. So